Panning. Here are 3 tips that are really helping my mixes that I want to share with you guys. Number 1 is what I like to call 70% overheads. I was watching a Joe Carroll mixing tutorial recently, and I noticed that the stereo left and right overheads of the drum set he was mixing were tucked in 70% left and right. And after experimenting with this position myself, I've come to realize that it's a perfect position to place the cymbals so that they have maximum stereo width, but still feel glued to the drum set. But it allows space to hard pan other elements, like let's say stereo left and right guitars, and it allows them to coexist on that same plane with the cymbals, or any other element that you would want to coexist with the overhead cymbals of the drum set. Of course, use your ears and your discretion. It might need to be wider or narrow depending on the song that you're working on, but 70% is a good place to start. The second tip is to not be afraid to automate your panning. I worked on a song recently where there was a main guitar riff that was the hook of the intro that carried through into the verse when the vocalist started singing. And it got in the way of the vocalist being center pan, and I wanted it to be centered so it still had emphasis and attention. So I just automated it to the left a little bit, 10% when the vocalist came in, so that they can exist in that same center plane but not be directly on top of each other. And the last tip is more of a mentality thing, and that's to explore all the space in between L, C, and R, or left, center, and right. I remember watching a Chris Lord-Alge video early on when I first started mixing, and he was talking about strict LCR mixing as being the end-all be-all of getting the maximum stereo width and maximum sound stage. And while I adhere to that mentality, generally speaking, especially for rock music, because the arrangement tends to lend itself to that sort of pan positioning, there's a lot of magic to still be had in all of the positions in between L, C, and R, 50%, 60%, 30%. And I just encourage you guys to explore those positions because they might work better for your song than the extremities of the L, C, and R. Hope that's helpful, and follow me for more mixing tips. I'll catch you guys in the next one.